Hi everyone and welcome to Yubico. My name is Mario and today I'm going to guide you through how to use WebAuthn in the JavaScript console. Let's dive right in. So this is the documentation. The link you will find in the description. This is well written and very detailed, but for us right now I just want to go through the JavaScript calls one by one. For that, I'm just gonna open my console inside my Chrome browser and start exploring what we can do here. The base method for calling our WebAuthn functionalities is navigator.credentials.create or .get, but let us start with creating a credential. You create a credential by calling navigator.credentials.create and pass it in the appropriate options. Well, I tried it right now without the appropriate options and you see that I get a promise error. If I'm just going to be cheeky and go through my paste buffer, we see an old variant with the parameters filled in for the navigator.credentials.create function call. For us right now, important is that we want to create a new public key. This public key needs to be identified in the parameter options of the navigator.credentials.create functionality. Important is that for the RP, you're bringing in the developers.yubico.com address because this is where the developer console currently runs in Chrome. And once we have put in all of the parameters, we just put it in a await because it's asynchronously. Let us see what happens if we execute this code. Well, let me zoom in just a bit more. Now I am going to touch my YubiKey that is attached to my computer, give it a very secret password and touch it again. Now, if I zoom back, you see that we actually got a public key credential back as a response. So what does this mean? We have now successfully created a new credential on our YubiKey or on other password managers, and we could use it later on to find out if we can authenticate our user. Interesting for us now is that we can use this created credential in order to authenticate our user. How would we do this? Like I said before, everything happens underneath navigator.credentials.get. And if I await this call, we can see what's happening. There is nothing because it doesn't understand what kind of credentials I want to get back from the navigator. So let us add in some of the expected parameters. Now let's see what happens if we click on it and request all of the credentials we are having. Well, once again, zooming in just a bit more, the browser now asks us to touch the Yubico key. If we're doing this one, we have to type our very important and secret password and touch again the Yubico key to authenticate. If I'm zooming back out, you will see that we actually got a public key credential back, which matches the one we just created and now can continue with our onboarding process or whatever else we need to do with this credential. With that, I'm finishing the first session of our Yubico series by showing you how a credential can get created through WebAuthn. Thank you so much for joining and hopefully see you next time. Please don't forget to share, like and subscribe. If you have any feedback, feel free to leave a comment. Thanks.